Hello, everybody, and a warm welcome to this DARE webcast around onboarding with Jamf Connect. My name is Anthony, and I'm a systems engineer at DARE. The team here at DARE have years of experience with the successful deployment of Apple technology. We are a member of the Apple Consultants Network, and we're also a fully certified Jamf Gold reseller and integrator. As your Apple technology partner, we want to use our expertise to help your organization be successful with your Apple devices. So the aim of today's webcast is to quickly show you how this product can help benefit you and your team. And we'd like to welcome anyone to get in touch directly if you would like a more in-depth and technical demonstration. So without further ado, let's get on to the demo. So here we have a brand new MacBook Pro straight out the box. This MacBook is actually present within our Apple Business Manager environment. What that means is this device is eligible to be automatically enrolled to our Jamf Pro server. So we're going to do that, and we're going to use Jamf Connect to achieve zero-touch deployment as well as single sign-on for our local macOS accounts. So let's fire the device up. So the standard sort of stuff that you'd see in the setup assistant, we just select the network to begin with. In my case, it's a LAN cable. So I select that and proceed. Again, standard sort of stuff, the language selection screen. Select United Kingdom and proceed again. So here the device knows that it's part of our Apple Business Manager and it's informing the user it's going to be enrolled. We've got some customization here to tell the user to have their Azure credentials to hand. So we continue and the device enrolls. So we're now just progressing through the rest of the setup assistant and selecting our relevant time zone. So now instead of seeing the native macOS account creation screen, what we're going to see is a prompt to authenticate against Azure. So we're going to go ahead and do that now with our demo user at dare.tech account. Now, this account actually has multi-factor authentication enabled, so obviously that's great because it gives us an extra layer of security during the process. So after inputting the password, we'll be prompted to input that code, which we'll go ahead and do now. And then we verify that, and one last step, Jamf Connect will prompt us to input the Azure password again that we've just authenticated with. And that's it. That's the account creation taken care of. So now we move on to the next step, which is we're going to apply some key applications and configurations to the device. This is all before the user even lands at the desktop. So the idea is that when they do, it's all kind of ready for them to use. Obviously, as well as the key applications that we're installing here, we've put an advisory message on to say that self-service can be used to install any additional on-demand software. We'll not cover that in this video, but we will have another webcast around Jamf Pro, which that will be covered in. So we're just applying some security configuration. We're doing file vault at the moment. And after that's complete, we'll move on to checking for and installing any OS updates. Just letting that finalize now. So we're now being prompted to enable file vault. So we're going to go ahead and click enable now and OK on that prompt. And there we go. It's as simple as that. There we are on the desktop of a provisioned macOS device. You can see we've got some of the key apps down in the dock there with a custom dock. We've got a custom desktop background. So what about the actual account being kept in sync with the Azure account? So we're going to have a look at this Jamf Connect Verify app. Now you can see it there in the apps folder, but it actually runs constantly in the background. It's visible to the user in the menu bar up here. So you can see at the top there, we can already see that demo user at dare.tech. That's the user that we're signed in as, and that's the account that's going to be kept in sync. If we want at any time, we can use the sign-in option to change to a different identity provider account. But the option we're going to focus on here is the change password option. So in this scenario, maybe the user account on Azure, maybe that password's expired or the user's forgotten the password. So when we hit change password, we get this recovery prompt. So we just need to put in the relevant details there and click next. So just to confirm that, we select our recovery method, which in this case is a mobile phone. So that gets texted to the mobile phone and we input the security code. And now we're free to reset our Azure password. So we just pick one and confirm that there and finish. And there we go, the account password's reset, so we can hit done on that. And we're prompted to sign back in at Jamf Connect, so we click OK, and there we go, there's the screen to sign back in. So we now just input the new password that we've just set. And straight away, Jamf Connect's recognized that the local password is different to the network one that we've just set. So to fix that, we're just going to quickly input the local password and hit sync, and that will be changed to match the Azure password. So just before we wrap things up, I'm just going to highlight one more key feature of Jamf Connect and demonstrate how it further lets us manage local macOS accounts based on our identity provider. So you can see here we've got the demo user here. So we've pre-filled things during enrollment like the full name and the username. Another thing that we've got predefined from Microsoft Azure is whether or not the account is a standard or an admin. So we've defined this as a standard. Let's say that this demo user needs to be promoted to admin. So I'm just going to quickly, in the background here, I'm going to assign an admin role in Microsoft Azure to demo user at dare.tech and apply that. So now that's applied, we just need to log out and back in just to see how that's affected the local account on the macOS device. So just a case of logging back in as our demo user. There we are back at the desktop, so let's take a quick look in System Preferences and under Users and Groups. And straight away you can see that change is propagated down. So the user is now an admin, and it's as simple as that. So that brings us to the end of the demo section of the webcast. You can see on the screen there we've got an email address shown. It's hello@dare.tech. If you've got any queries around any of this, or if you just want a more in-depth conversation, as mentioned at the beginning of the webcast, we're more than happy to have that conversation. So all that's really left to say is thanks everyone for taking the time to view the webcast, and hopefully we'll be speaking soon in the not too distant future.